Limit Break TCG. Good afternoon, or well, for me, good night, good evening, good morning, whenever you're watching this video. We got AguBond deck profile coming to you. This deck is not as optimized as it could be. It is missing a couple things that I just do not have. But the edits that it does need are really cheap. I haven't. This is not like my primary deck, so I'm not really putting much money into it. This is just kind of what I had. Jessamon and Black Royal Knights is kind of my main two decks going right now until set 7, where I'll be playing green again. But this is AguBond. You know, it's very, very aggressive. It can come out the gate really quickly if you're not prepared for it. It does have bad matchups, of course. No deck is invincible. But you know, sometimes you can kind of pull around those depending on what it is. Like it kind of has a bad time against security control. Other people would say, "Oh no, security control is a free win," basically. A lot of times, yes, except when I used to have a delicate plan in this. I don't know more because I put it in my Jessamon deck, and I only had a couple copies. But anyway, so it can be it can deal with security control. You know, sometimes just maybe instead of attacking the security, you just delete something and let the trash security go off. That way you're not really worried about it. Otherwise, you know, it's kind of a hard matchup, at least for me. A lot of other things, Three Musketeers, Three Musketeers takes a little too long to set up, so it kind of has a good matchup against that. AguBond is the better Bond deck. It does outspeed this kind of by bouncing things. A lot of times it'll bounce your Agumons or bounce your blockers, and you're just taking the damage to your face. And we play a lot of Agumon rookies in here, so a lot of times we're going to have a lot of those in the security. So security doesn't really get to the numbers as far as DP killing their attackers. But we do play a lot of kill spells in here, basically. So, alright, I've been rambling for a good 3 minutes now. Let's kind of just dive into the deck. Babies of choice is Koromon. We play some Greymons. We want that draw. We want to see our pieces as quick as possible. We want to see our ties. We want to see our Agumon bonds. We want to see, you know, just stuff that we need. Marcuses if we need to stop being choked. So we play a lot of Greymons, and these get the draw off of that. So that's our babies. Just, you know, kind of real quick to Koromon. We play 2 Agumon experts. It can grab the Agumons from the drop. However, you cannot evolve the Agumons on top of these. But it's cool that you can take them from the drop. So like if they get hit in security and you're just not seeing one, and you have this in play, you know, if it's got hit in security and it's in the drop, you know, playing one of these helps you get it back. And if you're not seeing it from drawing or the deck. So really good. It helps you add back Agumons in general. If you need any of the Agumons that we play to come back, or the bond, this helps us get them back. And then next we got cards falling everywhere. Play 4 of the AguBond Agumon, basically. All turns you gain a memory when you play a tie. We do play the 4 tie in here, the tie that helps you get to the Agumon. It's kind of a big important part of the deck. And inheritable, if this is Agumon Bond of Bravery, gets security attack +1. So naturally, it's your AguBond is going to swing, is going to hopefully delete something to trash that top security, and then we're doing 2 other hits. So hopefully it doesn't get killed by either of those hits. Excuse me, man. Alright. So we play 4 of that. Next, we're trying to get our AguBond over 16k, so we're not worried about hitting Omnimons or stuff, big dudes in the security. And the new starter deck, Agumon, helps us with that. When attacking, if you're attacking the player, you get 2,000 DP. So, if you declare attack of the player, I don't know if y'all know this, I'm just, any new players out there. If you declare attack at the player and then they choose a blocker, your attack was still declared to the player. So you will get this effect, as long as your attack declaration was to the player. So, you attack the player, the 14k AguBond becomes a 16k, getting over everything except for kill options. And then the next Agumon, this, honestly, I would take out 3 of the set 5 Agumon. On play, reveal 3, add a Digimon with Greymon in its name, other than Doru, Burning, or Dex, or Omnimon. We don't play any Omnimons in here. AguBond is our level 7 of choice. So, I would take this out for the set 1 Agumon that lets you top 5 for a red tamer, or for a tamer. I would play it for those. I just don't have them. Or you could even take these out for the 2 play cost Agumons. Anything really, but these are the only ones that you really would need to take out because they're not as impactful for the deck as other Agumons could be. So I would take these 3 out for the top 5 Grab a Tamer, or the 2 cost Vanilla Agumons. These are just what I had spare. And then we play the promo Agumon that gives a Greymon 2k, so it's kind of like this one, but you don't have to swing at a player as long as it's Greymon on top of it. So that's self-explanatory, 2k if the Digimon has a Greymon on top. We play a lot of Greymon, so we're hitting that pretty often. And our last Agumon is the old starter deck one with the 1k. If I did, again, this is just what I had on disposal. If I had a 4th one of this, I'd probably do that. And then if I had the reveal top 5 at a tamer, I'd probably do 4 of that as well. But again, like I said, not to constantly repeat myself, but this is kind of just what I had, and it's not my main deck. It's just a side deck that I play. So that's all for the Agumons, rookie Agumons, I should say, actually. And then for level 4s, this is another thing I would probably change. I'm gonna show y'all. I'll play 4 of these. Security, play it after the battle, play it from security, and on play delete something with 4k or less DP. Really good card. The problem is we're trying to be a little aggressive with this deck, and this kind of doesn't really do that for us. Sure, it pops things when you play it, but paying it for 6 is not great, so you kind of hope you hit it in security, but you don't always do that. I would lower the count though, going up to the other Greymons that show you. I play 3 of the promo. Again, only have 3. I did have 5 at one point, but I sold 2 of them before I decided to make this deck. So now I only got 3. If it has an Agumon under its Digievolution, which is all of our dudes except for Expert, doesn't count Expert, get security attack +1. So, we got 2 Agumons in here. We have that one, and we have, where's the other one? That one. Those 2 Agumons turn him into a 7k 2-hitter. That's a level 4. That's pretty good. And then lastly, well, at least for Greymons, I play 3 of the set 5 Greymon. Here's where I would make the choice, the changes. We don't worry about this inheritable because we don't typically go over this. Like, we don't have level 5s in the deck or 6s at all. Which is not a bad thing. Don't worry about it. But the Digivolving gain 1 memory is what's really important. So we can evolve on our Agumon for basically 1 instead of 2. And then if we have a Marcus on board, if we swing with it, we'll get a memory when we tap the Marcus as well. So it's almost like we didn't pay for the evolve cost on this. What I would do is I would take 2 of these out and play a 4th of this Greymon, and naturally I'd play a 4th of this Greymon as well to optimize the Greymon line, at least in this deck. But I sold 2 copies of this, so I only got 3, and we only got 1 booster box of set 5, and these were all the Greymons that I had, and I think I even got one off of a friend anyway. So, but I would drop one of these. I would drop 2 of these for 1 extra Greymon here and 1 extra Greymon here, just for optimization purposes. And then that's it for our Greymon level 4s. We also play, or even I'm gonna show you in a little bit. I would probably take one of these out, at least for another one of these, definitely, because that's a big hitter. And I would probably take the other one out, not so much for another one of these, but for another Agumon, because I only play 1, and I would like to play 2, as many Tamers as we run in here. So just kind of showing you that. Our non-Greymons, we play the 1 Agumon to evolve on the Tamer for 2 costs to, finish games off. And we play 2 blockers just in case we do need some defense. But yeah, I'd probably, one last time, I'd probably drop 2 of these. Either for a 4th one of this and a 4th one of this, or a 4th one of this and a 2nd Agumon would be my changes, I would say, to the level 4 line. Okay. And then naturally, he is the MVP of the deck. He is the main guy. He is the dude. Agumon of Bravery. When attacking, if you have a Tamer in play, delete a Digimon, opponent's Digimon with 13k or less DP. And then when you delete an opponent's Digimon, when opponent's Digimon is deleted, trash the top card of the security stack. So this could also go, if you swing, let's put it this way. Okay, if you have an Agumon that boosts him 1k, or the one that boosts 2k. No, not the one that boosts 2k. Anyway, if you have the one that boosts at least the 1k, if you were to swing at sorry, I'm blanking out here. Okay, so if you have this if you have this guy, and I know we only played 2, so this is kind of like shot in the dark type situation. Or even doesn't matter. Let's put it this way. If they have a blocker, if they have 2 things on board and a blocker, you swing with this, you kill, even if you don't kill the blocker, you kill the other. Let's say the other thing was a bigger threat. You kill the other thing, and they decide to block. You're still gonna at least do 1 damage because you're deleting something. So you're gonna be trash at the top security because you're deleting something. Not only with your effect, but with your attack too. So they'll take 1 less attack, they'll take 1 less damage, but you're basically clearing out 2 things and you're still dealing the damage. So that's really cool. Or if you get him bigger, like I was originally saying, if you have this underneath him, he's a 15k, and you swing at a 14 or lower, and you delete something else, and if you delete the attack, or even since it deletes something 13k or less, if you're 15 and you're swinging at a 14 and you can't do your first effect, you're still 1k more than the 14k, and by killing it, you're removing a threat, and you're also still gonna have to. They're still gonna have to trash the top card of their security. So that's just, a little situational thing that you want to look out for. Is you don't always have to swing at security. You can swing at anything as long as you can get over it and still live after the attack. They'll have to trash the security regardless. So as long as you're deleting something, whether it's with the effect or battle. All right, Tamers. I'll throw this down real quick. We play 3 Marcus, and 4 tie because he is the thing that helps us get from here to here. So naturally we had to play 4 of him. Tai Kamiya, if you're at this video, you should already know what it does. I'll read it anyway. When one of your Agumon or Greymon moves from the breeding area to the battle area, gain 1 memory and draw 1 card. And then when you Digivolve, once per turn, you can Digivolve an Agumon into an Agumon Bond of Bravery from your hand with its Digivolving cost of 3, ignoring its level requirements. And if you do, trash the top 2 cards of your security. And then at the end of your turn, if you have 1 or more security left, you have to kill the Agumon. Which is sad, you know, but sometimes you don't mind. A lot of times it's game winning. So yeah. And then the Marcus, it's our start of 3 tamer. And then when we swing with a Gabumon, not a Gabumon, when we swing with an Agumon, you may tap it to gain a memory. So 7 tamers, you know, that's why I would play another Agumon. And then now our options that we always hope are in security but never are for some reason. We play 3 of the Atomic Blaster. Choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose DP adds up to 8,000 and delete it. So Anti-Rookie Rush kills a lot of Gabumon stuff before they get to the big dude. What else does it kill? D-Brigade stuff, Commandramon stuff. You know, they're always pretty kind of weak. So yeah, it helps us clear out threats. A little stuff on our sleeves here. And then last but not least, for Gaia Force. Self-explanatory. Delete a Digimon. Delete an opponent's Digimon. In security, activate the main effect. You know, it's removal. We're trying to remove things. If we're trying to at least bide time until we can get to our Agumon Bond of Bravery to close out game. So, but that's the AguBond deck of mine. I would make adjustments. Again, like I said, there are things that I would change. I would take out. Why are these like this? Let's see. Okay. I would probably take out these 2, and I would put a 4th one of this, and I would change these with one of these for 4 of the top 5. Grab a tamer. And then the Greymons, I would drop 2 of these to add either another Aguni and 1 of these, or 1 of these and 1 of these. So there are definitely edits that I would make to the deck. If this was my main deck, I would put those changes in effect. But right now, I'm just like, if friends at locals have the cards, then I'll grab them and then I'll make those adjustments. But for right now, this is what we got. It's a very good deck. I don't want to say slept on because people do know its power, but it is overlooked due to 3 Musketeers and AguBond. So, and Security Control, naturally. And Jesmon. So it is overlooked, but it's definitely a contender that if you sleep on it, if you don't think about it, you could definitely get blindsided by this. It could definitely come out of nowhere and steal some wins from you. Or steal some wins for you if you play the deck. So, I hope you enjoy this profile. It's the first profile of the year, I believe. I didn't get to my 100 subscribers last year. I'm a little bummed out about that, but we're close. We're only 10 away. So let's start off the new year. Let's get those 10 subscribers. Let's say 10 subscribers before March. That's a very, very achievable goal. Let's get 10 more subscribers. Let's get to 100 subscribers by March. Hopefully that would make my day, my month, probably my year. So yeah, let's get to 100 subscribers. I got more Digimon stuff coming. We got games. We got deck profiles from people other than me. We also got some My Hero stuff once I finish learning how to play that deck. I do know the basics right now, but I'm trying to learn a little bit more of the interactions. And hopefully I'll have some gameplay of that and deck profiles of that too. The game looks really, really fun. I'm really, really, really enjoying You know, I'm a part of one of the Facebook groups for My Hero card game. It's really active. It sounds like a great game. People are enjoying it, and it looks really fun. It doesn't look too hard, too confusing. So hopefully, I'm gonna learn that, and I'm gonna give you guys some gameplay of that as well. Maybe deck profile or two. But anyway, this is Digimon AguBond, Bond of Bravery deck profile. It does really good. Kind of slept on. Don't overlook this deck, people. It is a contender. Let's put it that way. It is a contender. So until next time, Limit Break TCG. I hope you like this. Give the video a thumbs up. If you would change things, let me know what you would change. Let me know some deck changes you would do. Changes to the channel we can do to make your viewing experience a little bit better. Things you want to look for. Things you want to see out of my channel. I'm all for it. I'm all ears. As long as you're respectful, and y'all guys have been every time y'all comment. Most of you are respectful, and I thank you for that. So I appreciate all the love you give me, all the views, all the likes, the subscribes, and just keep them coming. And I'm gonna keep content coming to you. All right. Till next time, Limit Break. Peace.